Hello, Flosstube. Here's your laugh for the day. I just sat here talking to myself for a good 5 minutes. Thought I was talking to everybody else. I didn't even have the camera on record. So, let's try that again. I don't have a note today. I don't have any plan. It's going to be a short video. I have an unexpected day off of work because my child care provider is ill, so I'm home with both kids who are napping, hopefully. I think she's finally napping. But who knows how long they'll sleep. I did want to at least get through my Maynia lineup. I started shopping in my stash yesterday and got super excited and may have been a little ambitious. Picked out 31 projects, one for each day in the month of May. We'll see if that actually happens. But I found a lot of good stuff that I kind of, not necessarily forgot about, but just hadn't really looked at in a while, I guess. I don't know. Let's start with whips. I only have 2 to show you today. This is a whip that I need to get done by the end of May. A friend of mine purchased the kit, wanted to stitch it for her stepdaughter that's graduating this year. She's a dancer. She quickly realized that it was over 1. She doesn't have much experience, hasn't stitched in years. Asked if I would kindly help her out. So, let's see if I can block there we go. So I'm working on that. It's so tedious. I don't like it, but partly because it's not a project I would have picked for myself. The thread is pretty. It's a Week Dye Works Merlin. It's deep purples, bluey purple. It's pretty. So at least it's not all black. So that does help. But the pattern even calls for 2/1, so it's very thick, and I mean the stitches are pushing the threads wonky, so I'm just kind of struggling to get through that, but thankfully it's relatively small, I guess. Hopefully I'll get it done for her in time. If not, either way, she wasn't going to get it done either, so I guess I'm not going to worry about it too much. And then my other whip, I actually started it last night. It was a contender for Maynia. I went through all my patterns and I got excited about lining up for Maynia, and then I wanted to start something right away, and so I had to pull something else out, and this is what I went with. It's a filigree Christmas and Snowflakes, and I had bought this on Stitch and Frog, I believe, when it was, I think it was on clearance, and I bought the pack of Dinky Dyes silk threads that went with it. Love stitching with those. Oh my god, they're wonderful. Maybe it's not a good thing that I know about those now. I don't know. But I just went in my stash, found a piece of hand-dyed fabrics by Stephanie, Winter Wishes, and it's in a 32 count linen. I need to hold the pattern up behind this. So I started that last night. Got 2 little snowflake motifs. I still have to put the that gray color in that bottom snowflake, so not completely done with 2 motifs, but love the way that those silks are stitching. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So now I want to order more of those. Just what my bank account is desiring, right? I'm just going to go through a haul pretty quick too, I guess, because I don't have like anything. Most of the stuff that I had bought before Stash Diet, I think at this point has arrived. I did get 2 magazines. Stony Creek. I like that little witch on the front. I only found 3 things in here that I marked. One being that cover photo. This was a series they did at one point, the butterfly Afghan. I know you can get the pattern book for just the butterflies because we actually just got it in recently at my LNS, and I was kind of hemming and hawing. I think that'll be good enough for me now in this magazine to start with. And then this one I'm going to have to be careful because there's charts on it. But I just like the 4 little, or the 2 little patterns that it had for this pillow. I'm just going to stitch them as ornaments. Peace and Joy. It should be pretty quick. Not very much stitching. So that was one of the magazines. This is the second one. Again, I liked that cover photo, that angel. If I do stitch it, I think I'm going to leave out the two angels in the background. It'll just be that big one there. And that was actually the only chart that I found in that magazine that caught my eye. Picked up some floss the last time I was at Joann. DMC. It's actually their glow in the dark. I have no pattern for it in mind, but it was on clearance for 50 cents each. So I picked up two, throw it in my stash. Sorry, I just noticed I jiggled the camera. Apologize for that. So, I guess the only other thing I've got is my lineup for Maynia. I tried to choose a good variety of smalls, things that I needed to get done versus things I wanted to get done. For instance, the three little ones that I picked out, and they're not little time-wise because they're beads, but I picked out these three kits from my stash. These two are two of my son's Christmas ornaments, annual ornaments that I'm going to be doing. This one is my daughter's for this year, so this will kind of catch me up with a lot of their yearly ornaments. If I can get those three done this year, I'll only be missing one, I think. From there, I went with this one that I had just purchased from Stash Unload. I'm hoping to get that done for a coworker for Christmas. Grabbed two of my own for myself. Might as well try to get a couple of ornaments for myself done. So there's 6 Mill Hill kits. That's going to be a lot of beating. We'll see what I get through. So my next two are Lizzie Kate. Picked up this one last year. So, and I'm not planning on doing this right away. My focus is just going to be on the main piece. The second one is from a couple years ago. Halloween. So, tried to pick some stuff that had that I could use for my holiday decorating too. Give me a good variety in here. The next 4 are all from Digibox, and I had never subscribed to Digibox before. I actually purchased Halloween and Christmas from 2016 off of somebody on Stash Unload, and I'm really excited I was really excited to get those because I did sign up for the 2017 Christmas Digibox. So these two, and since it's Digibox, you know, all of the supplies are in there. That'll be awesome. And then the 2 Christmas charts as well. So a couple more smalls. Some new stuff to work with. Kind of excited about that. Sorry, I have these all lined up on my piano and now they're all falling everywhere. Everything that I have for my Stitch Mania was all in my stash. I don't know if that's sad or not, but I don't have to go buy anything. Little House Needleworks. Fear not. I've had this one since the chart first came out. I do not know what I'm stitching it on. It's whatever I picked out when I purchased the pattern. It's a mystery linen. After that, I'm going to switch over to some Plum Street samplers. Scary 2. Mary 2. And these have, you know, the finishing, the chenille trim and the threads and everything. And I grabbed mystery linen from my stash that I can do both of those on. It's big enough. It looks like it might be 32 count, but I honestly have no idea. I don't know who I got it from. It's not marked. It's a good neutral one though. Another Plum Street. Get caught up on these. Scary 1. And this one I purchased 36 count Old Town blend. And I bought that when I bought the pattern. So those are my 3 plum streets. I have 2 shepherd's bush. Shepherd's bush. This one is the Halloween ABC. This got a horrible glare. I am so sorry. There we go. It's not going to focus though. And shepherd's bush, 3 pale eggs. These are full kits. And I'm really excited to stitch those up. I haven't done a shepherd's bush in a while, so those will be nice. Next 2 I've got, next 4 I guess. So I've got these 2 Ritter Cup patterns, 2 patterns in each. So these are actually going to be 4 separate starts. I'm going to do all 4 of them. I picked out this 32 count Belfast Carnation Pink linen for my bunny hunt. I think that'll be cute. And just this is 32 count mushroom linen, or even weave, I'm sorry, for the Lucky Cat. And the other pack for the 2 harvest patterns, I do have a 32 count light sand Belfast linen, and this piece should be big enough for both of them. And I'll probably just finish those off as pillows, maybe a ornament, hang it somewhere for holidays. All right. Next, I've got Erica Michaels Nativity Berry. Never stitched any of her berries. I love nativity scenes, so I had to get this when it came out. Found this piece of 32 count Millennium Blue Belfast in my stash. I think that'll work perfect. Using up some of these small pieces in my stash too, so I'm kind of excited and motivated by that as well. We're getting into some of the bigger projects. Those are, I guess, what I'd consider smalls and mediums. This Riolis kit. I'm not sure how this is calling to be finished. It almost looks like you're folding folding it up. I don't know. I might take that pattern and change it and do it as a Biscornu. I haven't decided yet. I'll have to open it up. I haven't even looked at the pattern. So I got that on, I think I got it on sale on Kirchners at one point. This was a recent purchase from Hobby Lobby when they had 30% off needlework kits. Excited to start that one. That owl is so awesome. So that'll be my most time consuming, I guess, because that's a full coverage. I have no plan as to what days I'm going to start these. I figured I'll choose the project kind of based on how much time I have when I sit down that night. My stitching doesn't get done until the kids go to bed. If they go to bed good and I don't have to get up super early the next morning for some reason, I'll have more time to stitch. I'll pick a bigger project to get started. That kind of plan. Who knows? Another Riolis kit, also from Kirchners. I love lilies, and our bedroom is done in gray, goldenrod, and red. I figured this will actually fit nicely. It's neutral colors. It's the white and the cream. So, and I'm actually going to stitch this on the Ada that came with the project, I think. I haven't stitched on Ada in forever, but I'm going to give it a go. Next, I have, this is a Joan Elliott design. It's a Design Works kit. Madonna and Child. Love those colors. Swapping out the fabric though. I don't want to do this on the Ada, so I went into my stash, found my fabric of the month from November hand-dyed fabrics by Stephanie. It's Sarah Dwin. And I really think this is going to look sharp. I hope. I don't think the camera's going to pick up the real colors well. But I want those birds to stand out more, more than just doing it on white. I think the colors in this fabric will bring out that little bits of green and then the burgundy in the stitching. So I'm hoping that looks as nice as I think it will. And I'll go ahead and use the floss from the kit. But you know, when I kind of held them up, I thought it would look good. So we'll see. Next is a recent purchase. Rosewood Manor Morning Glory Sampler. And I talked about this one in one of my videos, I think. Maybe I didn't. I don't remember. I'm going to just do the square mandala part. I'm not going to do this quote. I like the quote. I just want my project to be this only. So, and I've got everything for that. It's on a 36 count ivory silver. It's got a little bit of silver shimmer in there. The next one my son picked out for me. I was looking for one more project and he came in the room and he started pulling stuff out of my cabinet. I said, no, Ethan, you gotta pick one. He's 4, but he did a good job and he picked this one. So I said, sure, I'll do that. I've got all the stuff for that. And actually, he had picked that out for me a long time ago to stitch, and I can't even remember. I was packing a project to go somewhere, and he wanted me to do that one. Might have been when we went to my aunt's for Christmas. I can't remember. And it never got started, so it'll be a good time to do that. My last 2 projects, I'm going to do counted canvas needlework. And I've had these had these patterns for a while, fully kitted, so I might as well get them started. I've got the stretcher bars and everything, so I really don't have to buy anything for Maynia, even if I do all 31 of these projects. Happy Halloween. That's a Laura J. Perrin Designs. And from Nancy's Needle, Starry Skies. Gorgeous, gorgeous shimmer that's going to be in this one. So those will be nice. I like the counted canvas because they do, I mean, they're big projects, but they go fast. And especially with this Starry Skies, it's all symmetrical. So once I get a quadrant done, I'll be able to just kind of rotate and go. I mean, I think it really will stitch up quickly. So there's my 31 projects. As promised, this is a short video. Looks like I'm at 18 minutes. So feel free to let me know how crazy I am below, because I don't know. I did see one other person in Stitch Mania that was planning on doing 62 starts, 2 per day. Don't know how she does it. Other than that, I think a lot of people have been sticking to the 17 for the year or just 15. Coffee Stitcher, I watched his Mania plans last night. The original Mania plans, I think he was going to possibly make a change to them. And he was only doing 5 this year. But they looked like they were bigger projects too, so I would totally be there too. Lately though, I've been bored with the projects that I have. I had a lot of those little finishes, and I think those littles really motivated me to get going on other projects. But you know, maybe I'll start all of these for Mania, work through those little ones, get the ornaments caught up, and then I don't know, maybe then I'll be ready to work on one of my bigger whips. Not sure, but hope everyone's having a great Monday. Hope everyone has a great stitchy week. I guess that's it for me. Have a good one, guys.